Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 22 tutorial, but today's episode, I'm going to be doing something very special that I've never done on this channel before. I'm going to be showing you guys the best players to trade for from each and every team, just one for each team. I'm using the Atlanta Falcons right now, so I will switch back over to a different team whenever I do go to show the Atlanta Falcons, but for now, this is what I'm using. So first of all, what I would like to mention is whenever you do this, please, for the love of God, if you start at the beginning of the season, pick up Colin Kaepernick. He always goes so quickly, but if you pick him up, he is worth an insane, and I mean an insane value in any kind of trades or anything. You can pick up almost any player with Colin Kaepernick. I'm pretty sure you can trade Colin Kaepernick for Baker Mayfield straight up, and it's pretty ridiculous. So as soon as you get in free agency, look for players with at least star development or are at least 27 or under in the terms of age. Doesn't have to be both, just one or the other, or a highly valued position. Offensive linemen and quarterbacks are extremely valued in the trade markets. So I'm going to be showing you each and every one the best player to trade for in my opinion. And I'm not going to drag out this intro like RBT does and promote his socials for 3 minutes. I just need to explain this. Also, I'm not going to be like RBT and be like, oh my God, you can get an 80-year-old for a 4th round pick. It's like, yeah, no duh. I'm going to be showing you actually valuable players to trade for your franchise and for your future. So anyways, guys, apart from that, let's just get on to the Bears. First things first, Colin Kaepernick for Khalil Mack. Look at that. That is ridiculous. That is broken. See how broken Colin Kaepernick is in this game? And then just give him a 6th round pick, and boom. Khalil Mack is on your team for Colin Kaepernick. You can trade Colin Kaepernick for literally almost anything, but I'm not going to be constantly reusing Colin Kaepernick. I'm just going to be using him just for this situation. Same with every other player. I'm not going to be restarting the entire video and restarting the franchise and keep recycling him through every trade, because obviously you can't do that whenever you're playing this game. So if you constantly did that over and over again, it just wouldn't be realistic for me to go through each and every team, show you the trades, and just use Colin Kaepernick for each one. So I'm just going to be using a player to trade just one time. So anyways, on to the next team. Next on our list, you can get free agent Shaquem Griffin, 74 overall, and trade away your 2nd round pick to get Tyler Boyd from the Bengals. Boom, just like that. You get former 1st round pick Ed Oliver for the free agent Benardrick McKinney. You could probably get a 4th round pick along with Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver's 23 years old, star dev, extremely valuable long-term for your team. And Benardrick McKinney is a free agent. So you just sign the free agent and just cheese trade this. Next on our list, 79 overall, normal development, Foasada Luakan, middle linebacker that I used from the Falcons. You can probably find a middle linebacker, aka Avery Williamson, in free agency. I just decided not to use him right here. And a 4th round pick for Noah Fant from the Broncos. Also, Bradley Chubb is really easy to get as well, but Bradley Chubb is 25 and Noah Fant was 23, so I figured long-term you can have a better long-term tight end in Noah Fant in this trade. So this works out as well, but do keep in mind Bradley Chubb is also easy to trade for, and you can just use Avery Williamson and probably like a 5th round pick and get this as well, so you will only realistically be giving up a 5th round pick and nobody else on your team. Okay, next on our list, Matt Ryan. Extremely terrible in Madden. 82 overall straight up for Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is a god in simulation. Before you guys say, oh, how do we get Matt Ryan? You don't need to get Matt Ryan. You can use Colin Kaepernick and use this exact same method. I'm just using him because that's what I have right now. Also, before I was able to trade, I believe I was able to trade Benardrick McKinney, but I already traded him away. Benardrick McKinney and a 2nd and a 3rd round pick, and it also gets you Baker Mayfield. I tried it before. I believe that's how it is, but just trade away a decent QB that's like at least a 78 overall with star dev. Like, I'm sure you could trade away Jared Goff for Baker Mayfield, and that's how easy it is to get a simulation god on your QB, on your team. So I even threw in a 4th round pick to explain to you how easy it is. So first of all, trading for Grady Jarrett is actually a pretty simple task considering his age. So if you do want Grady Jarrett, you can get him. But you're trading away a 32-year-old superstar development, 87 overall player for a 27-year-old superstar development player that's 1 overall higher, and you get a 4th round pick. That is ridiculous to get from the Buccaneers. Shaq Barrett is very nice to have on your team. Next, you can just trade away a 2nd round pick and a 7th round pick for Byron Murphy Jr. from the Cardinals. 23 years old, super young, and has star development. Extremely good player for your team. And if those of you guys say, oh my god, a 2nd round pick is extremely valuable, go in the Madden draft and show me where you can find an 83 overall 23-year-old star development DB. If you are able to draft an 83 overall, I will get on my knees for you, dude. I highly doubt you're going to use this 2nd round pick for anything better. And boom, wow, I did not expect that to go through. I didn't even try this. You could probably trade away a 4th and a 5th for this too. A 3rd round pick straight up gets you 26-year-old star development Mike Williams, who is also a god in simulation if you put him in the slot. Mike Williams is definitely the move to go for the Chargers. Would you look at that? You can trade 2 terrible defensive tackles that you can probably find in free agency. You can find Damon Harris Sr., 75 overall normal defensive tackle in free agency, and use one of your terrible defensive tackles and a next year's 5th to get Joe Thuney. Okay, he's 28 years old, I realize that, but still, he has star dev, 84 overall, solid left guard, and I know for the Chiefs, you guys were like, oh, I wanted Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill isn't a realistic option for you. He always lands in free agency anyways. Stop pouting, stop whining. This is a great trade for you. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how unbelievably easy it is to steal from the Colts. A 1st round pick for a amazing center, amazing right tackle, and amazing defensive back. Ryan Kelly, 25 years old, star development, center. Braden Smith, I believe he's like 24, 26 years old, star development. Kenny Moore, 83 overall, star development. I think he's like 23 or 24 years old for a 1st round pick. Oh, a 1st round pick is valuable. Dude, tell me, are you going to get any of these kinds of players in the draft? No, you just got 3 players for an absolute steal, and you can probably have a late 1st round pick and still rob the Colts. It is so unbelievably easy to just snatch players from them. A free agent left guard, 77 overall, normal development, 32 years old, and a 7th round pick gets you 25-year-old star development Michael Gallup. Oh, dang it, I messed that up. But if you guys saw that there, I traded away Jake Matthews, a 4th round pick, and a 5th round pick for the tight end Mike Gesicki from the Dolphins. I actually just spam clicked too fast, but you guys did see that there. The trade was accepted. So you can get Jake Matthews, a 4th and a 5th round pick for Mike Gesicki, 85 overall tight end. Jake Matthews, I understand he's a left tackle, he's a premium position, blah, blah, blah. He takes up $20 million in cap per year, and he's not that good of a player. He's going to start regression the next year. So trade away an offensive lineman or just someone of some value. Mike Gesicki isn't that hard to get, but I would still suggest going Noah Fant over Mike Gesicki. He's 2 years younger, 1 less overall, same development. I would choose Noah Fant. Boom, just like that, you can trade away Will Parks, a aging free safety from free agency, for Avonte Maddox. Now you definitely most can get Dallas Goedert here really easily, but I personally like having Avonte Maddox on my team rather than Dallas Goedert, because again, you can get Mike Gesicki and Noah Fant really easily, so you don't need another tight end. I was going Avonte Maddox here because he's a great slot player. He's really great depth, 25 years old, star development, extremely easy to get, just a free agent free safety, and you got him. Now I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel for my picks here. I'm running out of draft picks, but still, I'm trading away a 71 overall right tackle. Probably you can also get Mitchell Schwartz, a 75 overall normal development Mitchell Schwartz in free agency, and then trade away a 3rd round pick for Matthew Ioannidis. I'm aware Matthew Ioannidis is 27, regression starts at 29 in Madden 22, but he's a star dev, 84 overall. You can get Daron Payne, 87 overall, 24 years old, way better than Matthew Ioannidis. Matthew Ioannidis also hits free agency a lot, but he's going to be a little bit more expensive. So what I would suggest you do to get Daron Payne, which I did not do because I already told you guys I wasn't going to be constantly recycling players in this. So what you could do is you could trade for Mike Gesicki or easily trade for Noah Fant and then trade them that tight end, because a tight end is a position of need for them, and it will be super easy. So let me try this again right here. I'm just going to show you guys how you can recycle this really quickly. And then Mike Gesicki, you guys are extremely invested in him. Let's go to Daron Payne. Let's see what we got. Almost there. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to confirm this trade because I'm not going to recycle players, as I told you before, but you can get a way better defensive tackle in Daron Payne if you do recycle your tight ends. You can just easily trade for Noah Fant or Mike Gesicki go get Deron Payne, 24 years old, star development. I'm just saying if you want to do it in a cheap, easy way without recycling a player, go for Matthew Ioannidis. But Deron Payne is definitely the move here. Okay, now you can trade away Avery Williamson, who's a middle linebacker in free agency. Just simply move his position to right outside linebacker, a 4th-round pick, and Richie Grant. I don't think you need a 4th-round pick. I just threw it in there just because to get Eric Armstead, 27 years old. He does start regression at 29, but he will be at least probably an 88 overall by the time you're done with him. And he has star dev, pretty good player. Now, do note, whenever you go to trade with the Niners, their top need is a QB, regardless if they have Trey Lance here. Their top need is a QB. If you take Colin Kaepernick, I'm not going to test it here, but I can almost guarantee you can probably get George Kittle for Colin Kaepernick and a 1st-round pick, or Colin Kaepernick for Fred Warner. Because with a top QB position need and how valuable, absolutely astoundingly valuable Colin Kaepernick is, you can probably get George Kittle. I would not be too surprised, but at the same time, I would much rather keep Colin Kaepernick, trade for Noah Fant, and then use Colin Kaepernick for either Fred Warner or a different player, or because then you can just get Baker Mayfield, as I showed you before. You could probably get Nick Bosa for Colin Kaepernick and a 1st-round pick. It's just ridiculous what Colin Kaepernick can do, especially if a team's top need is QB. So, boys, I just want to show you here, 66 overall Josh Rosen. You can probably get a 66 overall young QB in free agency. Almost goes through with Adoree Jackson. Extremely young. He's 25 years old. There's multiple players here that I want to show. Evan Ingram, I don't want to go through with this because I think that'll automatically go through. Barkley is not even close, so don't even ask me. Jabril Peppers, I'm pretty sure he gets... Yeah, dang it, I didn't want to do that. But Josh Rosen, straight up for star development, strong safety, Jabril Peppers, who's 25 years old. You can do that. I'm sure you can get Evan Ingram, but again, Noah Fant is the best option to go. I can't preach that enough. And Dexter Lawrence, I'm sure you can probably get with him. Darius Slayton for sure. And I think you could probably get Sterling Shepard, but Sterling Shepard is 28. He's going to start regression in the next season, so I wouldn't suggest that. But again, having a QB as a top need against the team, you can easily take advantage of them. And QB is still their top need after I gave them Josh Rosen. So you can continue to go in free agency and just abuse this. Okay, guys, so we have 2 options here. It depends on your preference. Either Hayden Hurst for Shaquille Griffin and probably a 3rd-round pick. I won't do it. Or Miles Jack and probably a 2nd-round pick for this to go through. I'm going to try this here, and I'm going to try to trade away my next year's 2nd because I already burned through all my picks before that. So let's go to a 2nd-round pick, Hayden Hurst. Yeah, Hayden Hurst in a 2nd-round pick gets you superstar development, 25-year-old middle linebacker, leader of your defense, gets you that for a Hayden Hurst and a 2nd-round pick. That's amazing. So guys, I'm basically out of draft picks, but if we look here, I'm going to have to get a new team because I'm out of draft picks just to show you guys. So Gary and Conley and Nicole Roby-Coleman they're both from free agency, and they're halfway to Quinnen Williams. You could probably do this for a 3rd or a 2nd-round pick, but obviously, as you can see, I do not have any more draft picks. So I'm going to switch to a different team, and then see how many draft picks I can trade away for this. But yeah, you can basically trade away both of these free agents for Quinnen Williams and like a 2nd or a 3rd-round pick. So let me go switch teams real quick, and I'll also go do the Falcons. So I didn't obviously have Nicole Roby-Coleman and Garen Conley on my team, but Trey Herndon, Cam Robinson, and a 2nd-round pick, you can probably get a 2nd, whenever you trade away your 2nd-round pick, you can probably get Quinnen Williams and a 5th with it, but you're still getting Quinnen Williams. I switched to the Jaguars, obviously, to show you guys my team, because obviously I don't have enough draft picks to trade away with only a 1st and a 4th from the Falcons, but obviously I highly doubt you'll go through the NFL and make each and every one of these trades. Okay, you're trading away a 29-year-old aging right guard, normal development, 75 overall for DeAndre Swift from the Lions. Now, the Lions don't have necessarily too easy of players to trade for. You can probably get some easy free agents, but I already used up all my free agents in this video, so it's going to be harder going on. But DeAndre Swift, 78 overall, 22 years old, star dev, not a bad player to pick up. You can probably get TJ Hawkinson pretty easily, but again, I'm still highly emphasizing Noah Fant. And boom, you can trade away an 84 overall, 29-year-old star development center, a 4th and a 7th, which you're probably not going to do anything with, for a 24-year-old star development, 86 overall left guard. You can move to center if you need a center that badly. Pretty simple. And just like that, a 75 normal development strong safety gets you a 24-year-old star development defensive back in Dante Jackson from the Panthers. Better than Avonte Maddox trade, in my opinion. Great slot player as well for the simulation. I have him in my Falcons franchise. Make sure you go check that out in my videos. Go to my playlist. Enough of me promoting. But I don't like him whenever I'm playing in game. But whenever I'm actually playing in simulation, he's extremely good. Dude, you can pick up Tony Jefferson in free agency and trade him for this. Okay, I did not actually expect that to go through. James Robinson for Deion Jones. For those of you guys saying, oh, James Robinson is so good. Like, bro, you have star development Travis Etienne on your team. Halfback is by far the most expendable position in the entire game for a 24-year-old star development middle linebacker. Middle linebackers are extremely hard to get, and to get one this young with this much talent, it's so good. I almost completely forgot to do the Falcons, by the way, but I skipped backwards to the Falcons. I was going in ABC order, and then I remembered I have to do the Falcons. So do this, or you can do this for Chris Lindstrom, a 24-year-old star development 82 overall right guard, which is really good as well. But again, halfback, you can literally go in free agency at the end of the year and replace James Robinson with like Kareem Hunt or like Nyheim Hines, or your other second string running back, Travis Etienne, who has hidden development, could be superstar. But yeah, it's extremely easy to trade for. Okay, so this is getting ridiculous. 81 overall, 31-year-old star development right guard David Castro on a 5th round pick gets you 28-year-old, so he's 3 years younger. 86 overall, 5 overalls higher, same development from the New England Patriots. Okay, I think I traded too much value here. I think you could probably get like a 4th round pick out of this. Also, the Raiders want a right guard, not a left guard, so if you take Andrew Norwell and just completely change his position from a left guard to a right guard, then his value will increase from medium interest to high interest, and you can just straight up go through with this. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but it's already gone through. Trayvon Mullen. He is I believe he is 22 years old. Let me check this actually real quick. Is he 22, 23? I know he's very young. Trayvon, 23 years old, star development for an aging left guard. You can probably trade away David DeCastro, probably Mitchell Schwartz as well, because they need a right tackle. Mitchell Schwartz is in free agency as well, so just letting you know that. You can also get Max Crosby in here relatively easily. Darren Waller is not going to be easy. Casey Hayward's old, so it's going to be easy. Incognito is old, so it's going to be easy. Crosby is decently good to get, and he's relatively just on and off in simulation. And same with Yannick Ngakoue. Okay, so middle linebacker that they had low interest in was in the red. 73 overall, aging in a 5th round pick, gets you an 83 overall, 26 years old, star development. I keep forgetting their ages, even though I literally just picked them up. Where is it? 26 years old, star development, 83 overall, will probably be an 88 overall by the time you're done with him. Okay, dang, I skipped that again. Dang it. So, I need to show it now. I literally just did it on camera for you guys. I keep skipping past it. Marquise Brown. You can trade away a 74 overall young left end. You can probably find one in free agency. Olivier Vernon is in free agency as a left end. He has star dev, 30 years old. He had high interest, so I'm sure you can do that straight up for Marquise Brown. So 74 overall, lackluster, normal development defensive end, and a 6th round pick can get you an absolute speed demon, 97 speed, 81 overall, star development, 24 years old, Marquise Brown. I'm sure you can get Deshaun Elliott extremely easy as well here, or Justin Tucker because he's a kicker. I think I can get Justin Tucker extremely easily, actually. I would actually like to try this real quick on camera. Can I trade a 6th round pick for him? I doubt. Oh! Okay. You can trade a 6th round pick for the best kicker in the game and in the league and probably of all time. Nice. Good to know. 74 overall normal development defensive tackle for a 23-year-old star development 83 overall strong safety. Ridiculous trade. This is a better trade than the Jabril Peppers trade from the Giants. I mean, we trade away Josh Rosen, who's a 66 overall QB, but at the same time, this is better. He's a better player, younger player. This is better than the Jabril Peppers trade from the Giants. I didn't know that it was going to be that easy. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is a little bit harder of a trade than I thought it was going to be, but the Seahawks really don't have that much value. It's either a boom or bust player on their team. So DJ Chark, I understand if you don't want to trade him away. You can probably find an easy substitute, not in free agency, but you can find a substitute. Then 71 overall, normal development, first round draft bust, Caleb Chason, and a third round pick gets you the beast, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is like 27, 28 years old, but at the same time, 89 overall will definitely fit your team for quite a while. And yeah, I would say DJ Chark is a pretty valuable player, but at the same time, you can probably find another substitute. Just pointing that out. So if you think your TikTok account needs a boost in likes and followers, you can pick up Juju Smith-Schuster for a third round pick, probably even less, probably like a fourth and a fifth. We'll get him. 24 years old, star development, 82 overall, amazing pickup. Okay, aging 83 overall, 31 years old, blah. 31 years old, aging 83 overall, Marvin Jones gets you a 25-year-old, 81 overall, star development, Desmond King, who is an amazing slot player, by the way. Also, obviously, you don't need Marvin Jones. You can probably use Golden Tate in free agency. Actually, no, Golden Tate really sucks in free agency. But do keep in mind, Marvin Jones had red value. He was in the red. There was no yellow. There was no green. He was a red value player in this. So, honestly, probably Golden Tate and a fourth-round pick can get you Desmond King from the Texans. So, in next year's fourth and fifth-round pick can get you a 25-year-old star development, is it John? No, it's not John Brown. Jayon Brown from the Tennessee Titans, middle linebacker, another great leader for your defense. If you move him to outside linebacker, I believe he becomes an 84 and even 85 overall player. Amazing player, great value for it. Okay, I did not expect this to go through. So a high number one pick. Do note that. So if you have a lower first round pick, then do note you won't have to throw in the second round pick. A first round pick straight up for Justin Jefferson. He's 22 years old, 23 years old, superstar development, 87 overall. He's definitely going to be a 99 overall by the end of your rebuild. Oh, it's a first round pick. You're not going to find a great receiver like this in the draft. I highly doubt it. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I believe that is the final team. We have done all the team's best players to trade for and easiest players. There are some better trades you can make, such as the one that I mentioned earlier with the 49ers. Get Colin Kaepernick, and you can get yourself George Kittle, Fred Warner, Joey Bosa, something like that. And I would like to give an honorable mention really quick. He's almost there. Now let's just throw in our 6th-round pick here. Throw in the 6th. Is that going to be enough to get it done? Yes, it is. Laviska Shenault, I know he has star dev. You can probably move him to tight end. He's very young, but at the same time, again, you can probably pick up Golden Tate or somebody else in free agency and get yourself a speed demon, 98 speed, star development, 78 overall, Mecole Hardman. He's also your punt returner and kick returner. Honorable mention to him. Amazing speed demon for your team because speed is valued over more than route running in this game. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I hope you boys all enjoyed. This took me hours to make and research, so I do appreciate you guys. If you guys do like and or subscribe, tell me what kind of tutorials you would like me to do next. And apart from that, boys, I'll see you guys all in the next one.